Let's see what we got. 63 Impala.
63 Impala with a 409 and a 4-speed is pretty cool because it's actually really rare.
Is there any reason I should be getting coolant out of the exhaust manifold?
Damn, so it's a squirrel nest.
We're gonna be friends and 400 bones?
And barbecue.
BFF. BQ.
No, remember the dude's gonna do something.
I think the thing makes like 1,000 horsepower.
Black is unforgiving. You don't get it right. That body will not lie.
Man, you got slick and slim, kid.
Ain't no pressure. We got this. I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Well, let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. So Joe sends us out to take a look at a customer build.
Niall Maxwell's car.
So we're gonna go pick up a 63 Impala?
63 Impala,
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but Joe and the guys can't wait to get their paws on.
When I know Niall is gonna be in good shape. Wait, are we going to his rumored private
lair?
Yeah, the private collection?
It's a private collection, yeah.
I've heard rumors about this collection. This will be fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we are.
Wow.
Holy shiny. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
This is quite
Well,
the
you
toy
can
box.
see I'm a product of the 60s and the 70s. I love American muscle.
Well, there's a lot of muscle in here. This place is insane.
67 customized GT Mustang. The 78 has got 8 miles on it.
Everything in there was cool, let's be honest.
Everything, but it was like shiny objects.
And bright colors.
Most of these cars were built with a 350 and an automatic transmission. This is a 396 and a 4-speed.
It's all in pristine condition.
Sometimes I just buy cars that make me smile.
It makes me smile too.
You know somebody that does that?
Yeah, I'm married to one of those.
Yeah. she married Sadie.
There you go.
I felt like we were at Barrett Jackson, but there wasn't an auction going on.
It's because we technically weren't.
This is our working garage. This is where our race cars are.
He went to Barrett Jackson and just brought home a sample platter. Well, man, this place is endless. But we do need to take a look at 63.
Take
Yeah.
our business. I'll tell you what, I love this car, guys. A
It's an amazing
63
shape.
Impala. I looked for this car for years,
It's pretty rare.
but before I would pull the trigger, I wanted a 4-speed.
Okay.
But most of all, let me show you. It had to have a 409.
Oh,
It had to
wow.
have a 409. That's what excites me the most about
I
this
can
63
tell.
Impala.
I can tell.
My first car was a 67 Chevrolet Caprice, a sports coupe, so you see where I come from. It's all me. I love the rear end of a 63 Impala. It's the concaveness, the
Yeah.
closeness of the bumper. I just love the entire look.
It's just a little tall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be scooted down a little
There
bit.
you go.
By the time the guys get through with it in the shop, it's going to be a stunner.
And the modernization of a lot of things. And
There's the Niall Want list, and then there's the Joe Cool list.
I want to do something special with it. I want to keep the driveline. I want to keep the engine, but I want to be able to drive it. I want air conditioning. I want the niceties. I can't wait. I don't think I've been as excited about a build as I am about this one.
I feel like Niall does his homework when he picks the people he works with. So that fact alone, it's an honor that he picked our shop. And the fact that he trusts Joe with what truly is like a dream car. I mean, look at the guy's
The
collection.
fact that he said that the 63 of all the cars here was his prized possession, and
he's
then he
letting
wants
Joe
us
build it.
to build it. Hey, doesn't get much better.
Well, there's Mandy. Oh, they're bringing Niles' car. Is that what it is? Come on, boys. We got Niles' ride out here.
We got Niles, right?
Niles, sir.
Special delivery.
Anytime they drove up with the trailer, you anticipate on opening that door.
This is your specialty right here.
This is my cup of tea right
It's
here.
your cup of tea, sir.
Oh, it's definitely Shorty's cup of tea.
Shorty, you're going to love this. I know Joe's going to love
Let's see
it.
what we got. I mean, just about everything we see is badass, but oh man, when you see the tail end of that car, 63 Impala, damn, you know,
Jordan, I cut the wheel just a tad. Man, I tell you what, this car is excellent shape. Man, look at that. It's another one of those cars we kind of, we get that guilt bug. Sure, dog, you don't want us to chop it up, do you?
No, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it all better. This thing is clean, man. It's all gonna be great and all that, but I just kind of want it for myself. We're gonna put fuel injection? Can I keep the air cleaner?
Yes. We already
another one, man.
You already picking for scraps, man. Yeah. When those scraps come off, man, he's gonna go after that scrap and try to sink his teeth in it.
Well, I just want to make sure that if he's not gonna use these seats, I'll take those too.
You want them too, Short Dog?
Yes. So what about this molding? Are we gonna keep this molding?
We're gonna keep it all, Short. It's all stock.
Oh my gosh.
Short Dog's out of control, man.
Hey, Short Dog! You're going the wrong way!
Hey, Short Dog, what's our plan here, brother?
Everything we take off, it needs to be bagged, it needs to be tagged, and then take the frame from underneath it, because this thing gets a new frame as well. So
Put the smoke bomb on, Short
put the
Dog.
smoke bomb on.
Let's do it.
Hey man, y'all be gentle. You take your time.
Fired up.
It's gonna go back with all the original parts. So we want to save everything. We want to save all the old stuff.
Oh, yeah. Whatever it is, that's what you give
That
us.
bumper's fixing to fall on your head.
Well, hold it up on that side, Short Dog.
I got it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. I got some fingers in there.
Look at there.
Mike,
My finger's hanging out.
this is not a damn car you don't work on. You don't get cut, burned. We just got started on this car, man.
Let's take it off. Come on, Short Dog. Come get this bumper, dog.
I'm not gonna. I'm gone.
Teardown's coming along good on the 63. We had a couple issues with the trunk key. I can get in there.
Get your skinny ass in there.
You can take that little ride that's flat and then you turn the ride.
We Short Dog walk in there and show him how to do it.
Walk in there like.
Look at him.
Don't leave home without it.
You cold his eyes, Joel.
The car is in really great shape. Hopefully, as we keep tearing it down, we're gonna keep finding out that we got a jewel to start with here. Donald's got a really nice collection of cars, and I think the 63 is important to him, and he's gonna expect it to be really nice. His standards are high.
Tagging and bagging. We don't play games around here.
63 Impala was important to him when he was really young and wanted one, and now he's got it. So he's wanting to keep the car looking stock body-wise, and we got to get this car really straight. That's the key thing. It's going black.
There's a lot of pieces to these cars, like a million-piece puzzle, but they're fun to work on, fun as hell.
At the same time, he wants to modernize it. So we're adding modern features such as the frame. The car's originally a 409 with a 4-speed. We're going to freshen it up, add a little power to it, make it look good. Interior will be updated with modern features, and then bucket seats, new wheels and tires, all the latest technology in the frame.
Say when, dog. When?
Just keep traditional on top and high tech on the bottom.
Take off, man. Blast off.
On the nose.
Yeah, I got all the parts for the 63. As you can see, we bagged and tagged everything, the way it's supposed to be. So a big old car becomes this little pile. So we're about ready to put this in the storage unit and start working on the body. We got a brand new floor over here, Jose. Look at that, man. Brand new floor all the way around.
Wow.
These people did a good job at it, too.
Man, they damn sure did, didn't they?
Usually it's the opposite. We get a car that's all rotted out and we put new floors in it. In this case, this car's got brand new floors, so we're gonna cut it out. The good part about it is that we're only gonna cut a small section of it just because of the new frame that we're putting under it. It needs to be a little shallower in order for it to sit down, and cutting the floor pans is gonna give us that room.
What we have here is our spec frame for the 63 Impala. And this thing's got all kinds of cool features. You got triangulated 4-lengths, that's trick coilovers, so everything's adjustable, super stout forward 9-inch. One of the coolest features of this frame, though, for the 63 is it's not an X frame anymore. The 63 stock had an X frame, and the frame came in right here, ran along the drive shaft. And the reason they did that frame is because they were trying to make more leg room in the floors made the frame twist if the car had any extra power. So this square tubing in here is actually really flat. So you just got excellent ground clearance, pretty much state of the art. This is gonna make this 63 Impala drive like a brand new car.
That's one of the benefits of working on these old cars. You never know what you're gonna find.
What'd you find, Sherlock?
Man, the movie tickets from the Plainville Drive-In.
Damn.
In Plainville,
What?
Connecticut, man.
When was a movie $1.50, man? When was the last?
It had to be in the early 70s, late 60s.
Man, that's cool. Plainville, Connecticut.
That explains why it had this new floor on.
Yeah.
It's like this car is speaking to me, huh?
Hey, Shorty, you're an Impala whisperer, man.
Something.
You're the Impala whisperer. Damn, look at Sir Dog.
The dog's legs are stout. I've been to the gym with him.
Damn, man. We got the Impala out here, and Simon's coming to blast this thing for us. Simon,
What's going on, Joe?
come to rescue us
brother.
once again, brother. Pretty excited about seeing what's underneath all this paint. But we just want to get everything off. The car's covered in lacquer, and lacquer's obsolete. Can't use it anymore, so we want to get it all off.
So everything.
Everything, man. Every square inch of it. Lacquer paint is what they used back in the day, and it didn't have the UV protection. And then you got a black car, so these paint jobs, they didn't last very long. So the key is just to get everything off and then reprime it and make the car all fresh and new. What we have here is our 409 for the 63 Impala. 63 Impala with a 409 and a 4-speed is pretty cool because it's actually really rare. So what we're gonna do is just freshen everything up. Niall found this car at an auction, and this is one of his dream cars. So I think, he wants to be able to enjoy it. So we want to go through and just kind of modernize everything. We'll probably change the heads and cam it up a little bit, a little better intake. How's it coming over here, boo?
Good. Is there any reason I should be getting coolant out of the exhaust manifolds?
There shouldn't be much reason. We don't know the history of these cars, be it the body or be it the motor. That's the reason we tear them down is we want to know what's going on inside.
But this one's been puking and spitting. And we look at the ground. Come back in the morning, there'll be another pile.
When you blast a car, you hope for the least amount of rust. And then we see what kind of mess we got to deal with afterwards. Man, I'm scared to get too close, Simon. How's it look?
Just come on over. You know how it is. We always uncover something, right?
I'm gonna stop right here.
Well, it looks pretty good already. By now, nothing scares me.
Come check it out. Yeah, we got.
Look at
This is the worst part right here.
Nothing, because I think we worked on the worst cars that you can possibly have in this planet.
Here you go, sir. Doug.
Hey, that'll all
Here's
drop
part of the
out.
quarter panel. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go, sir.
More?
Biscuits?
Yeah.
Well,
It's just so rusted that it's.
Can you weld all that back together, sir? Doug?
I don't think so.
I think this dude was a quilt maker.
Hey, at least they took the time to do it.
Well, it wasn't just Bondi, right?
Right. Most people would have put chicken wire, newspaper behind it. They would have used self-tap screws.
But you still got a little bit patches in here.
But it's definitely not up to Martin Brothers standards, what we do here. I mean, if we left it like that, I might as well just retire. But it's not going to happen. All right, well, keep at it. And,
Sounds good, guys.
all right, brother.
Get back to it. Appreciate you.
Looking good, son. Looking good, bro. Back to it.
All right. So you know that guy that keeps emailing us? I think his name's Jesse. So here's the deal. I keep asking him what he's got. He's like, well, come by and see.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like he's refusing because he wants us to come by. So I figured,
He's trying to reel us in.
well, he may have bucket seats for 63.
Awesome. Let's go. Where do you think we go in this place?
Looks like there's a garage back here.
All right, let's go there.
I think.
Hi.
Hello?
Come on in.
Jesse's a really nice guy.
Follow me. Watch your step.
We will follow you. There is no doubt about that.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. He must have owned these things when they were beautiful. Because, man,
This is a 1964 Comet.
I mean, Jesse had a lot of everything and a whole lot of nothing. What's under the tarp here?
That's a 1937 Dodge.
There's a lot of was cool. We are actually looking for something.
We're looking for 63 Impala seat.
He did have some seats. They're in rough shape. They're salvageable, but we're looking for something that's a little bit better shape to save time. I mean, we could have brought them back to life, but that's labor, that's material. It'd taken a minute.
They weren't for us.
Now that we have the car sandblasted, you can see someone did a patch. So we're about to uncover the original metal. I have a feeling that all the rust is still inside of the car, but we're about to see. Every time I do this kind of thing, I'm always excited to see what's underneath it. I mean, they tried to do a good job, which is good. But we're going to go ahead and cut it out, because see, you have all these little bitty ones that were about to go bad. We're just going to make one big panel. Essentially, you know, we're going to do what they had done already. We're just going to try to do a better job at it. Look at this. That's pretty bad there. I hit the jackpot. Today is my day.
Sorry, sir, I scare you, man.
I'm gonna go bury these things again in your backyard. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure is a squirrel nest.
Look, man. Look at all this. Look how rusted it is.
Oh.
We don't have a corner, Jose. Look, it's disappeared. But I'm happy, man. I mean,
happy?
nothing can ruin my day. I found my nuts, man.
You know what makes my day, sure,
What makes your day?
that doesn't ruin your day. I wake up in cold sweats, sure, dog, thinking about stuff like that.
But not today, right?
Not today, sure,
The
dog.
car lives to see another day.
Hell yeah, sure, dog.
Well, anytime I get to work in an old car, especially an Impala, I'm excited. As you can see, I keep digging and I keep finding. So we're gonna take all this old crap off of it and put new sheet metal.
They sure is galvanized. Somebody was in the AC and heating business or something. But then their mom showed them how to make a quilt. Back in the day, they would patch it up. They just stack metal on top of a hole, tack it in place, and that's it. But then, probably when that repair was made, it wasn't that big a deal. That car was just considered transportation. Now the car is highly sought after, and it's a rare car with a 409 and all that stuff, and we want to cut it out, and we want to make a patch panel that's really nice.
It's coming along real good. You can see I got some areas patched up, but I have some other little areas inside the wheel well compartment here. We have this car sandblasted. Every time you tap on it, you get a couple of kilos of sand.
I feel like I'm on the beach standing on the concrete.
Did you bring your bikini?
Guys don't wear bikinis. You know what I'm saying, your dog? Guys don't wear a bikini, dog.
Well, you wear a Speedo. Same thing.
Don't drag me.
Hey man, I bet you look funny wearing a Speedo, man. Quit it, man.
What the hell you got here, dude? Oh, that's old Tom Dye, man.
Is it?
Look at that thing. Look at this crazy thing.
A big old truck pulling a big old truck.
What's going on, Tom?
Hey, Joe, how you doing? My buddy Tom Dye just bought this crazy-ass Dodge truck here. What you got here, man?
It's a 1948 Dodge truck. Gonna be my new shop truck.
Damn. The frame's really trick and kind of a hardcore look.
It's got a 24-valve Cummins twin turbo.
Wow. So it makes, all kinds of power.
Not only does it look cool, it runs good.
Runs good, huh? Yeah, that's cool, man. So what we're gonna do is put Tom's logo on the door, just kind of personalize it a little bit.
So put the Martin touch on it.
Right on. Well, I think what we'll do, Tom, we'll just back it on in here, man, and we'll get cranking on it.
Sure.
That's right there. That's good right there. Well, the 63's got a pretty busy day today. We got a lot of metal work we got to do. We got a lot of rot in that car. I got Mike on the firewall. It's filling in where the old heater box went. Smoothing that thing all up, smoothing some other holes on there. Things we need to do before we get this thing going to body weight.
As you can see, our 63 is a lot of pieces missing. Without these inner brackets, I won't be able to attach the new panel that we're going to put on the outside. So I'm going to make these inner brackets. It's pretty tricky to make one of these pieces because, you know, it's got all these bends. So I'm just going to make it in 3 pieces. I'm going to make this piece individually and this piece individually. And then this piece will be one. I might have to call the master over here, Jose Martin. We'll see.
What I have here is the firewall on the 63 Impala. And as you can see, I've started cleaning up all the little holes and seams and stuff on this side already.
How's that firewall coming, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I'll put it back. No biggie. Yeah.
Where's my other little magnet?
That'd
Nice.
be fit. Joe, why don't you go do something else?
Why don't you go weld it in, Mike?
Yeah. I'll call you when I'm done.
All right, brother.
All right.
You gotta trim until it fits. Because once you have it fitting pretty good and you cut too much of it, and you have to start from scratch, and something that's that small and that intricate, it sucks. So you do it little increments at a time.
These things you have to weld them slow and easy. You just got to put a little stitch here and stitch there. It tests your patience a little bit, but if you don't do it like that, you'll end up with a real warp panel. Then you'll have shorty like this. Yeah.
Perfect. So what we're gonna do is put Tom's logo on the door, and so you know you got to get things kind of scaled on here. So I did a little sketch for him. It'll be kind of animated looking, which will be cool because it'll be period correct. So it'll look kind of like a vintage style lettering, how they did back in the day on race cars and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, you start working on something, you get into it, I think Tom's going to dig it, and it kind of personalizes the truck. This thing's supposed to make a lot of power, make a lot of torque, so we'll definitely have to get Tom to sign the driveway when he comes to get this thing.
Hey, Jose.
What's going on?
I got the ultimate.
Got some new tools or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, what's that?
The ultimate pumper crank.
Is that our little electric snakes?
Uh-huh. Finally got them. Look at him. Why don't you come out here, Jose? We can actually chase him with them. We'll have him corralled. You know what I mean?
The pump is kind of like cow.
Big old, yeah.
We got to make a path for him because you know how he is. He'll knock up,
I mean, he'll take the welders out and everything.
he'll bend an anvil. You know what I mean?
The only problem is that one out there looks like a little white Tootsie Roll or something.
Yeah, this doesn't look very scary. We
We
got to paint him up or something.
need to make a killer out of him.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever made it a snake.
Yeah, we want him to look kind of like a water moccasin, sure, don't you? You know what I mean? So let's touch him up like this.
Those markers look kind of cool.
Look at that. Make sure you know what you need to do. Let's put a little M on his head.
The water moccasin don't have an M?
A little M on his head, man. I like it, man. Hey, man, a good lab is healthy.
Papa, he doesn't know it, but he's
He's giving us therapy. He's giving us therapy, and we're giving him cardiovascular workout.
benefits both ways, man.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you do, man. We got our 409 out of the 63 Impala. We're getting ready to roll it next door to our buddy Keith. We just happen to have one of the best vintage engine builders right next door. Keith specializes in these vintage motors. You know, it's kind of a dying art, you know, with all these crate engines that are available now. These guys that do these really cool engines, especially specialize in these old motors and know these motors and know the power combos, what you need to do. It's really cool to have somebody like Keith right next door. Here's our greasy 409, Keith.
Here it is. It's not a flathead.
Our greasy leaky. Yeah, no, it's not a flathead, man.
I've done a few.
The car runs good, Keith. I mean, it didn't seem like it's smoked or anything, but I know Niall wants to update it. As I say, we get it tore down and get your recommendation, see what you think.
Okay.
There was one weird thing when I was taking the exhaust manifold off. There was antifreeze coming out of the hose hole.
So looking at it, it's, you know, it's tired. You can tell from the
Keith, I
oil.
appreciate it, brother. No thanks, man. Just let me know
Sounds good.
what we need to do.
The leaks hopefully is something minor, but a lot of times there's a point of no return.
Kneel down there, make sure I'm not out there far enough where you can't see that.
He ain't gonna see it, man.
Playtime.
Ask me to pick up your trash.
Yeah, hey, Papa, can you do me a favor? Can you pick this up for me and put it in the trash?
Yeah.
Pull your pants up, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of work done on the 63. She already got a lot of the metal work and rust repaired. We got everything fitted to the frame. So really it's just body work, get it ready for paint.
It's time to start working some mud. You know, right now we're just roughing it in, as you can see. You come back with a really rough grit, 36, 40 grit, and you rough it in. Then you come back and then you do it with finer grit. This thing's going black. So me, Kayda, and Joel got our work cut out for us.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir?
Could you please not touch the bare metal?
Well, that's not directed to me. I don't put this on here for me.
What's going on, Keith? Got this thing torn out. Looks like a man. Man, how's it look?
Yeah, I got some bad news.
Oh, really?
We're gonna have to put a flathead in it.
Oh, I gotta put a flathead. Ah.
No.
A Ford and a Chevy. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually in really good shape.
Wow.
So,
Really? Okay.
I don't think the motor's ever been torn apart.
Wow.
It's got some broken rings, you know, just common stuff. But I mean, the crank's like brand new.
Wow. What about the water jacket that was leaking into the head
I think
bolt?
it was just probably just the head gasket seeped a little bit.
Ah, okay.
There wasn't any water in the cylinders. It's the cranks. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a crank that nice.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's good. That means we can keep the same block, the numbers match to the car. Keith's gonna do some upgrades, upgrade the cam, upgrade the heads. But basically, you know, keep the heart of the motor. And, you know, it's standard bore, so it's never had any kind of machine work. And that's really good news.
The good thing is that it's time for primer. This is the last time you'll see it in bare metal. And the goal, obviously, is to make this thing look laser straight. That's the goal.
Well, the reason Shorty put primer on is because the car's been soda blasted and you get this, you know, raw, opened up, fresh metal that, you know, when you get your hands on it or any kind of moisture or anything, it just creates these little rust spots. And literally they soak into that metal and you will see it in your paint job a couple of years from now. So we like to get them in primer when they're freshly blasted. Basically just a safeguard against rust.
Cato gave us a lead to a friend of his named Ivan. Look at this rad ride.
Neat.
Apparently he's got some buckets. We need to go check out the buckets. Hello? Plus, Cato was like, man, you're gonna dig this place. Oh man. Speaking of awesome.
And we dig it.
Come on in.
Wow. What? You got some cool stuff back here.
Look at these, man.
Just look around. I mean, it's all for sale.
Are you doing these for yourself, for customers?
No, it's
or-
just for me.
Okay, okay.
It's just a hobby.
So Ivan's got signs, he's got bikes, he's got cars. I mean,
Metal Mania.
it's greatness.
This is so cool.
This is my auto parts.
He's got everything.
Look at the caddy hubs.
Yeah.
So what's the story with this thing?
It was a coupe turn roadster that I made. It's cool.
If it's cool, he's got it.
Yeah.
So we are looking for 63 Impala buckets.
Well, if you look over there, I just brought them down from the rafters.
Well, looky.
Nice.
These are in great shape.
Cool. The mechanisms work. They got the little push down and they fold down.
Very cool.
The mechanism was working, they folded, there was no rust. I mean, we need to fine tooth comb these things and make sure they're all right.
Mm-hmm. And they're all right.
So let's talk damage.
Or damage control.
Sure. Who's got the money?
Let's just make this conversational.
I'm gonna start at $600 because I know what they're going.
Because you hate Cato.
I love Cato,
Like
but
a
I know.
stepbrother.
But you know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to pay bills.
You know, he definitely came out of the gates strong.
We brought our secret weapon here.
Mandy. Me. 600.
You know how rare these are
So that would be
nowadays?
$300 for one, and I was hoping to pay $300 for both.
Right.
What do you got? You throw me an offer.
Well, I mean, like I said, I was hoping we get them around $3. $1.50 each is
I'll tell you what.
fair.
You give me 4, and we'll be friends.
Are you serious? 4's good?
Sure, and I'll throw in some
He doesn't need any
barbecue.
more friends. If he's saying that.
Oh, wait, we're going to be friends and $400?
And barbecue.
And barbecue.
BFF.
Deal?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool.
Can we have a couple of beers?
Sure, I owe you barbecue, don't I?
No, I owe you barbecue. You already forgot.
Was that the wolf call, Doug?
That's the call of the wild.
That's the call of the wild?
Well, we got our 63 covered in primer.
Haven't driven in a long time.
As you can see, I decided to go black just because the car is going to be black.
All right.
Put it facing the door, man. That way the customer can come get it. It's ready to go.
I'm sure the guys would love to be done with it. I think you just put some pin straps on, Shorty.
It looks badass flat black, don't it?
But, you know, I know Niall's not going to go for it. Niall's got a lot of shiny, nice cars. Well, it's time to start blocking, man, huh? Black is unforgiving. And so you want it slick. You know, it's a 63 Impala. It's just long and flat, too. And you don't get it right, that body will not lie.
We're going to go back and fix what we didn't see. That's the name of the game. However many times you have to go back and block it, that's just however many times it's got to be done. We're going to have us a real party today. I come with the total package, man. I can paint your 63 Impala, and I can cook you some fajitas. Get you a brewski.
You got chips, got queso.
Get you some guacamole.
Would you Google up the word party and figure out what it meant?
It's not working, man.
Now we're talking, short dog.
Good night, America.
Hey, Joe.
What's going on,
How you
Tom?
doing, bud? Looks
doing?
good, man.
What do you think?
Turned out great. Joe Martin touch.
Man, I've been looking this thing over. This thing looks pretty damn cool. Man.
Yeah,
Frame
it's-
looks pretty badass.
it's a cool
Motor looks
truck.
killer.
Nobody's opposed. I'd like
You
to
gonna
do a
sign
little...
sign the guest book?
Absolutely.
Yeah, our buddy Tom Dyke. He knows the program around here. And when you look at it, you don't realize how just nasty that truck is. I think the thing makes like 1,000 horsepower. You gotta give him that best dog. I guess we're gonna go party. Go ahead and say it.
Let's go party.
Yeah, our buddy Keith Tardell, Rex Rods, he's having a party right next door to our shop, so it's real convenient for us because we don't have far to walk. What's up, Tim?
Hi, Tim.
What's going on, man? Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, man.
We came outside, and there's tons of cool cars, tons of great people.
Hey, can you imagine driving this thing from Michigan?
All original. It's been snowing up here, man. It's been snowing, man.
Wow, this is a bad ride.
You know, most of these guys built these cars themselves, but it's a traditional styling.
Whoa, look at this thing, man.
Beautiful.
47 Cadillac. I don't think you fit in this, Shaq.
I can fit in a Cadillac.
And that's the cool thing. It's just a nostalgic trip. It'll never go out of style.
Órale, Jose.
What the hell? I thought you were going to be pushing, Jordy.
Well, we have our 63 Impala in the booth. And that's exciting.
Everything started rolling downhill now.
Lock this baby up. You know, the excitement starts when the car rolls into the shop. But the second excitement after that is to where it gets to this point.
This is the best part, man.
This is the best part. I don't know how many times I've done this in my life, but every time I do it, it's like my first time. You know, I get in there and I still get nervous and the anticipation, you know, it's like everybody wants to see how the car is going to turn out. Everybody. It doesn't matter how much metal work you've done, how much body, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to see the paint on the car. And that's what's exciting to me. You want to go in and check it out?
Well, hell yeah, sure do.
Well, be my guest, man. Let's go look. Yeah, I think it looks pretty damn good.
Wow. Wow, man.
What do you think, man?
Man, that's awesome, sure do.
Well, the paint came out flawless. You know, Shorty's top of the game.
This was one of the areas that was just kind of ugly, actually. But look how it flows. It turned out exceptionally well. I mean, it laid out nice.
Man, it sure did. Taking the time on that bodywork.
Yeah.
Think of all the metal work you did on that car.
It does have a lot of metal work. You know, once we cut and buff it, it's going to look magnifico.
Sure, dog. I don't see you pushing, man.
Yeah, next step is get it mounted to the body, get the wheels in there, get it sitting on the ground, start checking out the stands, put it together.
Coming down slowly. Slowly.
I mean, the frame looks so cool, and the components and everything, and you put the wheels on it, and it's ready to go together, and it's just like a giant model when you're a little kid putting it together.
Ew, man. Oh, my God. Look at the side, man.
That's the stuff right there that, you know, makes us want to wake up and get here and start finishing that thing.
How low is this going to go, Jose?
We're going to lower it down, brother. It's almost perfect color to me.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Kato brought some of his color swatches over.
I think we all agreed that this color's going to look really good with the black. You know, your black car with red interior. It is bold, but it's an awesome look.
I love the cars that we build here, and I'm real big on following a tradition of the style of car that we're building. So when you look at this, you're like, that looks like a 63 Impala interior, but what's different about it?
As you can see, the insert of the trim is painted off-white. I'm about to paint them red. It's not going to be too much. It's just going to be just a touch on the outside of the car to make the car pop.
So I'm going to try to wrap this in one piece because I do not want a stitch in the front of this because we're not going to put any visible stitching on the car. So I want this thing to be seamless. It's a little bit more effort, but the end result's going to be really nice, and I think when it's in the car, it'll look really slick.
You're a bad dude, man. Don't scratch my dash now.
Yes, sir.
Damn, Joel. I think you might be part genius.
Ferguson 63 is coming out great. Right now, we're getting all the fuel lines laid out, getting anything we can that we know that we need done that we can before the motor gets here. That's going to be badass.
Told you it's a good idea.
It was a good idea, but we're like, man, you got slick and slim, kid. Ain't no pressure. Our buddy Keith over at Rexrod's got a 409 on the stand, about ready to fire this thing up. I cannot wait to hear how this thing sounds.
You hear that? I mean, that's my 409.
Yeah, that's what's cool about having Keith next door.
You know, he's got it dialed in. Everything is running the way it's supposed to be, and this thing is a beast. This engine is so badass. You know, back in 1963, if you saw it on the fender, 409, the little cross flags and everything, you had the
Red hot. Get this 6.3 on the road, baby.
6.3 with a 409.
The 409 gives this car its prestige.
That's badass, man.
Damn. Even today, you open the hood, it's like, damn, man, everybody. How many engines get a song written about them? This engine has a song written about it. Have you ever seen anybody write a song about it, no less? No. Just saying.
The only thing that makes me nervous is deadlines. You know, Niall has a very limited schedule. He's a traveling man, and he's gonna come by tomorrow and actually wants to see his car.
They need to hurry and finish that Apollo. Niall's a busy guy. He'd like to come in and check out the car, and we thought, man, how much better would it be to actually have the car finished? It's D-Day tomorrow, and we're pushing hard to get that to happen.
Thank Thank you, buddy.
When I say the guys are putting in hours, they're putting in some hours.
You got heart.
I got tons of heart.
Joel and Shorty are working on buttoning up the front end.
This is like putting a ring on a woman, man.
We've got Kato and Aaron who are working really, really hard to get the interior in.
2 people on the inside, 3 or 4 people on the outside. It's just pandemonium.
Man, we got bodies everywhere.
Everybody needs the same space you do. And there's only so much space to go around.
There we go.
There's a lot of pleases and thank yous because you know it's tense.
Damn, this is what I live for. Being under pressure, being under the gun, man, it's like a rush.
You know, one of the coolest things about having a shop is when you get your team dialed in, you get your guys dialed in, and everybody's on this thing like ants, you know, on a cookie. It's just cool to step back and see all these talented guys working on this car coming together to make this thing come alive.
Ready?
I'm wore out, man. Not many of them will get me. This one, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Niall's on his way down. We want to make sure we don't have any leaks or any kind of mishaps.
I'm ready for my ride.
All right, me too.
Well, you know what? We did it. We did it.
Cruiser.
It is a cruiser, ain't it? It's not every day you get to ride around a 63 409 car. It drives, man.
Feels smooth.
It's another one I wish we could keep, but hopefully it's going home to a happy customer.
I think it is.
So Niall should be here any minute, and we're going to reveal him his 63 Impala. It is ready, and it is beautiful.
Hi, Niall.
Howdy. It's the anticipation. Is it good? Is it all right? Did we do good? But then there's also like, it's badass, and I can't wait for you to see it.
So let's give them their cue.
Here we go.
That door went up.
He lit up.
There was no hiding what he thought about that car.
Oh my gosh, this black paint looks 100 miles deep.
What do you think of that, bro? How you doing?
It's the first thing he said when he looked at the car. He said, the paint job is 100 miles deep. Well, you know what? That's why I do what I do.
You know, the car ended up having a lot of rot and stuff. Now, so we ended up replacing most of the body stuff on the bottom. You know, Shorty did a lot of metal work.
The first thing you see coming out is the paint job and the stance of the car.
Oh, I love the stance. Is this my car?
That is your car.
Is this my car? Unbelievable.
Take a look at here, you know.
Oh, just gorgeous.
Well, Kato and Aaron wanted to do something kind of original, but kind of new and high tech.
This is what I remember from the 60s. This is it.
Well, let's look at the good part over here.
Well, I've heard it, now let's see it. Wow. My goodness gracious.
How about that?
409.
Isn't that crazy?
409.
We had a good block we started with. So Keith went ahead and punched it 30 over. If you notice, we got dual quad EFIs on it.
Oh, I love this look.
State-of-the-art frame, drive like a brand new car.
Good job, Chuck. Good job. I know you and you guys worked hard.
Yeah, we've seen your car collection, and I told the boys, I said, this thing's got to stand out in that crowd.
Believe me, it's going to stand out. If you get up in the morning and you love what you do, that's the end result right there.
And the M don't stand for Marcus. Say it again. The M don't stand for Mexicans. Mexicans.
That's not on your dad, though.
Shut up, Michael.
M don't stand for Mexicans.
Tell me what you think about snakes for real. You love snakes?
I hate snakes. I can't stand snakes.
बोलिए नाथों की नाथ की के भोले जी कारेल बहुत प्यार नम करे अनेक ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश नहीं पे सब ढारे ले कमला हरि के माने ले यादव जी जलवा चढ़ावे ले कमला हरि के माने ले यादव जी जलवा चढ़ावे भोले के कांवर में देखा भैया कितना बड़का पावर हो भोले बम के जलवा चढ़ाई मन बैल बा पागल हो भोले के कांवर में देखा भैया कितना बड़का पावर हो भोले बम के जलवा चढ़ाई मन बैल बा पागल हो आके मारे लदम बोल के बोले बम भोले दानी कष्ट सब काटे ले हाँ बमला हरि के माने ले यादव जी जलवा चढ़ावे ले हाँ बमला हरि के माने ले यादव जी जलवा ढारे ले
Delivery.
Let's see what we got. 63 Impala.
63 Impala with a 409 and a 4-speed is pretty cool because it's actually really rare.
Is there any reason I should be getting coolant out of the exhaust manifold?
Damn, so it's a squirrel nest.
We're gonna be friends and 400 bones?
And barbecue.
BFF, BQ.
No, remember the dude's gonna do something.
I think the thing makes like 1,000 horsepower.
Black is unforgiving. You don't get it right. That body will not lie. Man, you got slick and slim, kid. Ain't no pressure. We got this. I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Well, let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection.
So Joe sends us out to take a look at a customer build.
Niall Maxwell's car.
So we're gonna go pick up a 63 Impala?
63 Impala,
Have you
yeah.
seen it?
I haven't seen it, but Joe and the guys can't wait to get their paws on.
What I know of Niall, it's gonna be in good shape. Wait, are we going to his rumored private
lair?
Yeah, the private collection?
It's a private collection, yeah.
I've heard rumors about this collection. This will be fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are.
Wow.
Holy shiny. Look at this.
Oh
Well-
my gosh.
This is quite
Well,
a
you
toy
can
box.
see I'm a product of the 60s and the 70s. I love American muscle.
Well, there's a lot of muscle in here. This place is insane.
67 customized GT Mustang. The 78 has got 8 miles on it.
Everything in there was cool, let's be honest.
Everything, but it was like shiny objects.
And bright colors.
Most of these cars were built with a 350 and an automatic transmission. This is a 396 and a 4-speed.
It's all in pristine condition.
Sometimes I just buy cars that make me smile.
It makes me smile too.
You know somebody that does that?
Yeah, I'm married to one of those.
Yeah. she married Sadie.
There you go.
I felt like we were at Barrett Jackson, but there wasn't an auction going on.
It's because we technically weren't.
This is our working garage. This is where our race cars are.
He went to Barrett Jackson and just brought home a sample platter. Well, man, this place is endless. But we do need to take a look at 63.
Take our
Yeah.
business. I tell you what, I love this car, guys. A
It's an amazing
63
shape.
Impala. I looked for this car for years,
It's pretty rare.
but before I would pull the trigger, I wanted a 4-speed.
Okay.
But most of all, let me show you. It had to have a 409.
Oh,
It had to have
wow.
a 409. That's what excites me the most about
I
this
can tell.
63
I
Impala.
can tell.
My first car was a 67 Chevrolet Caprice, a sports coupe, so you see where I come from. It's all me. I love the rear end of a 63 Impala. It's the concaveness, the
Yeah.
closeness of the bumper. I just love the entire look.
It's just a little tall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be scooted down a little
There
bit.
you go.
By the time the guys get through with it in the shop, it's going to be a stunner.
And the modernization of a lot of things. And
There's the Nile Want list, and then there's the Joe Cool list.
I want to do something special with it. I want to keep the driveline. I want to keep the engine, but I want to be able to drive it. I want air conditioning. I want the niceties. I can't wait. I don't think I